Alright guys, welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz. That's Jack.
Welcome to another episode.
And we're going to do something a little differently. It's one of my favorite things in the world. We're going to do some curry. But because we're in Texas and it's hog hunting season most of the year because pigs are yummy, we're going to show you how we do it down here. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so we're only doing half of the stuff. You got to get your curry first. We get the extra hot because, screw you, it's Texas. We're only using half. It comes in like 2 little containers. You'll be able to split it easy. We're using pork because it's easy to get pork. A lot of people are killing pork.
It's easily available here.
Pigs, yeah. And carrots, we're only using a few ones because carrots will overdo it. Just doing 1 big onion, a couple cloves of garlic because we can, and like 3 decent sized potatoes. Like I said, we're using smaller ones. Now you take these, clean them, and always wash your spuds. It helps with UTIs. And then we just slice these. We try to get these a little thin because they're going to stir fry, right? So you don't want great big chunks in there. And it cooks faster when it's thin. So it's almost like chip size.
You're making potato chips.
You want them
but
super
not
thin. Yeah, you don't want them too bad. So we just go ahead and do the whole thing with this super fancy knife. It's kind of dull. Now we use the little baby carrots. We used to have some of those big ones left over, but I ate those. So now we're just going to cut these into little chunks. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to waste them. They're all organic, and that kind of looks like my finger, but it's not.
Those are some hard carrots.
Carrots and stuff. But mind your fingers, get that done. And then the garlic, we already have peel and stuff. We're going to get that done. And then your onion. Slice the butt off. Very few people want to eat the butt.
I'd rather not.
It's popular nowadays.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
But it's where you get all the vitamins and stuff. It tastes like an old penny. So the easiest way to do your onions, right, just cut it in half, and then you're going to slice it down through the sides, right? The original recipe called for like 6 or 8 of these things, so we're cutting it down to where it's a lot less onion. And so we just slice these so it'll come apart like this in those long thin strips. Makes it easier to stir fry and it's thin. Mind your fingers when you're doing this. Don't have to have the big cleaver. I just think it looks cool on screen, especially with a big rust spot on the side.
Yeah.
But that's that strip that I was telling you about. And just do both halves. Like I said, the original recipe that I had for this called for like 6 to 8 onions, and that is just way too much.
It's onion curry with substitute meat. I don't know.
And then the garlic, I cut down into smaller pieces. I can't mince it worth the crap just because...
Wrong knife.
Yeah. So I just kind of chop at it as best I can.
Good enough.
Now, we used our wok. We found this in the thrift shop. Or was this... No, this was the one that was handed down from a family thing. But it's really good. We put it on our favorite boiler. Now we're using just a little bit of oil to start with the stir fry.
Yeah.
All right, once you put the curry in the water in, you won't be able to notice. But take it and you put in your garlic first. Like I said, if you slice it thin enough, like Goodfellas taught us, it'll melt when it hits the butter. This is the part where it's going to start smelling good in the entire house.
It turns into a really good aromatic.
Yeah, this is the cheat button for like, man, whatever you're cooking smells good. You throw in garlic and onion and start frying it down, and there you have it. And then we stir this around a little bit. Now, you want this fire like medium high. You don't want it to cook too high because of your potatoes, right? Because no matter how thick they are, they're going to cook slower than everything else. Especially when you get them down on the butter. You don't want to cook them too much and break up the onion. Most of it will come apart. Every now and then you'll have a bit that sticks there. So you don't want just like a whole mouthful of onion. Now, our pork is really thin. It's these little chops. You can see how tiny they are.
Tiny pork
But it
chops.
costs like $3 for the entire, like 2 pounds. And I cheat and just stack them up and cut them all at once. Now, if you cut them here long, like this, you get those thin strips that match the rest of the food. Like, your onions and whatnot that come in there. Now they're super thin, so they're going to cook fast. So make sure everything else is cooked first. Now, you'll start to feel the potatoes, like it's going to take a little while. You won't see them browning. You'll see the onions try to brown there before anything else. So you want to keep them stirred.
Way before your potatoes do.
Now again, it's non-stick. Use the wooden or the plastic stuff. Now, once your onions start, go ahead and put that pork in. Because you have so much stuff in there, it's going to take a while. Especially when you have it at like medium.
This is not a fast recipe.
Yeah. Now, this is the time you want to season or put anything else in, sprinkle it in. That's the time to do it. We didn't add anything. Just there's so much of the Vermont curry because it's got like an apple flavor to it and like sweetness. Don't want to cover that too much, and it's spicy enough to eat. Now, you'll start seeing it. Make sure to get all the pork pink down on the pan, so it'll start turning gray like this, right? And now it's time you can start seeing that it's turning brownish, pinkish, is going away, but you check your potatoes. This is the part where you tell this. Be careful, it's hot. You can kind of squeeze them, see how soft they're getting. You don't want them to where they're cooked to where they're just falling apart, because you're going to have to add water and boil this in a minute.
Yep.
So once you got your meat all starting to brown and your potatoes nice and soft and hot,
Very hot.
you get your curry stuff. Now, again, this is half the stuff that comes in there. Like you can break it down into even smaller ones if you want to. You gotta be smarter than the package, or just have a knife.
Don't cut your
Don't
fingers
do
off.
that with a sharp knife, where you will cut all your damn fingers off. I was just trying to get it in there in a hurry. Now you can see it just breaks apart like a Hershey's bar, like a very Indian Hershey bar, I guess. It's just a straight
What
curry.
is
You want
this
to chew?
stuff made of?
Curry.
What is curry?
It's curry. Right? It's on the periodic table of elements.
Sure.
Now, it calls for 5 things of water. We're only using half, so we're doing 2.5 cups of water in here. Just put it right on top. And then you want to start stirring around a little bit. Those curry bricks will start breaking down. And it gets thicker as it's cooking. Now, you want it to come to a boil, so if you want to move your heat from from medium to medium high, this is the time to do it. You'll start seeing where it's getting thicker and browner, where that curry started to break down in there.
Stir it in, mix it up.
Oh yeah,
Good.
don't let the curry sit on the bottom and get all clumpy and whatever.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's coated. Then you want it to come to a big boil like this. You can see where it's boiling all over, right? And your chunks all broken down. Then go ahead and turn it down to the smallest you can get.
A nice
And
low
let it simmer and let it simmer for 10 minutes and stir it the entire time, and then you're ready to serve. Now, the thing down at the doobly-doo, if you want to learn how to do rice, because we did ours on a bed of rice,
Yep.
which is great. But this, I think, cost us maybe like $5-6, and fed us at least 3 different times. It was good
And
stuff.
you can make a lot more for well under $10.
Oh yeah, like I said, this is still half the recipe. Like for the same thing, you could do twice as much and get all the rice and stuff, and is excellent. And you can leave the meat out. And there you have it. That's a Texas curry, as Texas as we could without throwing some more spices or jalapenos and stuff in it, which I guess you could, but it's already extra hot curry. Either way, so you can catch us here next time on Tuesdays and Fridays on YouTube, or you can see us on Instagram at Living Between, Facebook at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen there, or on Patreon if you want to help us out there. We very much appreciate that. A shout out to all our patrons that's out there right now. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.